The drawing of roof plans is an important skill for the drafter to master. The roof design must accomplish two things, mainly provide a barrier against the ravages of rain, snow, wind, and the hot sun. This functional side must, however, complement the functional requirements with an aesthetic composition that complements the design intent of the rest of the structure. There are two major categories of roof shapes: flat roofs and steep roofs. Flat roofs are not actually flat, but low-slope roofs with pitches lower than 312. Flat roofs cannot use the same finish materials as steeper roofs and require a monolithic barrier to water penetration. Flat roofs are more often used in commercial buildings, but have some appeal in residential construction in areas with little rain or snow. Flat roofs often have parapets, walls that project above the top of the roof. Parapets have a variety of functions, including use as a fire barrier in dense urban areas and as equipment screens. When used, it must be shown on the roof plan. Steep roofs have slopes higher than 312 pitches and have a large variety of shapes. Steep roofs are more expensive to construct than flat roofs, but shed water more effectively. Its finishes are more varied because the roofing material can include small overlapping individual units. The drafter should be aware of the terminology for the different types of steep roofs. Shed roofs comprise the simplest form of steep roofs, with single roof planes, supported by walls on both sides, sloping in one direction. Shed roof plans are relatively simple. Gable roofs slope down in two parts from a single ridge. The gable is the triangular wall formed at each end of the roof. The gable roof plan has a ridge line in the middle. A-frame is a type of steeply pitched gable roof, except that the roof extends to the ground, forming the walls of the house as well. An A-frame roof plan typically looks like a gable roof plan. In this example, one gable end of the house has a very large projecting rake. A rake is the roof overhang at a gable. Gambrel roofs are a traditional roof dating back to colonial times. It features a gable roof with two different slopes, a shallower slope above a steeper one. Gambrel roofs can reduce the cost of siding because an upper floor can be hidden behind the lower section of roof. A gambrel roof has additional ridge lines at the transition of roof slopes. Its section can vary by design. These are two examples. Hip roofs have surfaces inclined from all wall edges. The intersection of roof planes is called the hip. Its roof plan typically has the hips drawn at 45-degree angles. Hip roofs with intersecting roofs will have valleys that are drawn similarly to the hips. Dutch hip roofs are a combination of hip and gable roofs. The upper gable end is typically used to vent the roof. The Dutch hip roof plan shows the intersection of the hips and the gables. Their elevations look like this. A mansard roof is similar to a gambrel roof, except that the slopes are extended on all sides of the building. Mansard roofs are constructed in a variety of ways, and often form roof wells where equipment is hidden from view. Mansard roof plans look similar to flat roofs, but with a hip roof edge. Dormers are small projecting roof structures that typically frame a window opening in the larger roof. Dormers can have a variety of shapes, including shed and gable forms. The roof plan of a dormer depends on the shape of its roof. This is also true of its section. Roof pitches describe the slope of a roof, expressed as a ratio between vertical inches to 12 horizontal inches. This can be described as 4 in 12 or 412 pitch. See the text for the conversion chart to degree angles.